to a practice lesson on understanding Internet browser. In this practice session, we will exploring synchronization and adoption of personal certificates in Internet browsers. Through this practice, you'll understand the importance of securely synchronizing data between devices using specific browsers, learn how to obtain and sync personal certificates across multiple devices, recognize web services in your country that require personal certificates, and evaluate how integrating these services can enhance your online experience. The objective of this practice is to make you understand the importance of secure and seamless web data synchronization between devices using specific browsers. Explore the process of obtaining, verifying, and synchronizing personal certificates across multiple devices or platforms. And identify web services in your country that require personal certificates, evaluate your personal usage, and consider adopting new services for enhanced security and functionality. By the end of this practice, you'll have a solid understanding of how to securely synchronize web data across multiple devices, ensuring seamless access to your personal information while maintaining security. You'll also gain hands-on experience in obtaining, verifying, and managing personal certificates, which are essential for secure authentication in various online services. Additionally, you'll be able to identify web services that require personal certificates in your country and assess the benefits of incorporating them into your digital routine for enhanced security and convenience. The practice consists of 3 activities. We will start with synchronizing web data between devices. The objective of this activity is to sync web browser data, bookmarks, browsing history, passwords, etc., between a computer and a smartphone using a specific browser. We will then continue with personal certificate check and acquisition. The objective of this activity is to verify the possession and synchronization of a personal certificate across multiple devices, or find information on obtaining a personal certificate. Finish with identifying web pages requiring personal certificates. The objective of this activity is to identify web pages or services in the user's country that necessitate the use of personal certificates, assess personal usage, and consider adopting new services. Let us start with the first activity of synchronizing web data between devices. To achieve this, do the following. Choose a preferred browser, e.g., Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, and look up on the web on how to sync data between devices using that specific browser. Find tutorials, guides, or official support pages provided by the browser's developers. After finishing your online research, you should have some ideas on how to implement synchronization across devices. So now you can move to next step called implementation. Follow the instructions or guidelines to sync the browser data between the computer and the smartphone. Configure the settings as per the guidelines to ensure seamless synchronization. Once this step is finished, it is time to test. Verify that the data, such as bookmarks or browsing history, is consistent and accessible on both devices. Explore the synced features and test functionality between the computer and smartphone. When using Firefox, you can do this via Mozilla account to get a Mozilla account. Open Firefox on your computer or mobile device. Click on the menu button, caret, in the top right corner. Select Sign In. Click on Create an account if you don't have one. Enter your email address, password, and age. Click Create Account. Check your email for a verification link and confirm your account. Once you have the account, you need to sign in to this account at all devices where you want to sync your Firefox browser data. Once the synchronization is set up, verify that the data, such as bookmarks or browsing history, is consistent and accessible on both devices. Explore the synced features and test functionality between the computer and smartphone. Now we move to second activity. The objective of this activity is to verify the possession and synchronization of a personal certificate across multiple devices, or find information on obtaining a personal certificate. To achieve this, start with verification and check if you own a personal certificate. In Firefox, you can find your certificates by opening Certificate Manager, though the Settings page. In this case, the user owns several certificates. After verification was done, conduct Research step. For users who do not own a personal certificate, conduct online research to find out where and how to obtain a personal certificate in your country. Explore government websites or trusted certification authorities to understand the process, prerequisites, and steps required to acquire a personal certificate. In the final step, move to Application. If the user does not possess a personal certificate, follow the identified procedures to obtain one. Fulfill the necessary requirements, whether it involves applying online, visiting a government agency, or utilizing specific authentication methods. Complete the application process and acquire a personal certificate. Now we move to the final activity. The objective of this activity is to identify web pages or services in the user's country that necessitate the use of personal certificates, assess personal usage, and consider adopting new services. To achieve this, conduct an online search to identify web pages or online services in your country that require the use of personal certificates for authentication or accessing specific functionalities. Government services, banking websites, or professional platforms might be some examples. Then move to Evaluation and assess whether you currently use any of these services that mandate personal certificates. Consider the frequency of use and the significance of these services in your daily activities. Finally, consider adoption. Determine if the identified services are beneficial or essential to your needs. Evaluate the potential advantages of using these services and consider incorporating them into your online activities if they provide added convenience, security, or features that align with your requirements. Decide whether to start using these services that require personal certificates based on the assessment. After completing this practice, you gained practical experience in solving technical issues using online resources. You learned about the importance of secure and seamless web data synchronization between devices, particularly within specific browsers. Ensuring proper synchronization enhances your user experience and security by maintaining consistent access to data across multiple platforms. You explored the process of obtaining, verifying, and synchronizing personal certificates, understanding their role in authentication and secure communications. Managing these certificates across your devices ensures trust and integrity in online interactions. Additionally, you identified web services that require personal certificates in your country. By evaluating your personal usage and considering the adoption of new services, you recognized how digital certificates contribute to improved security and expanded functionalities in various online platforms.